Alright then gang, so sometimes we need to redirect a user to a different page on our website without them clicking on a link. Now this could be after a user submits a form, for example. When they submit it, you might want to redirect them back to the homepage. Now in our case, I want to do an automatic redirect from this 404 page, so that if a user lands on this page, after 3 seconds, it's going to auto redirect them back to the homepage. Now to do this, we'll first of all be using the useEffect hook. Now useEffect is a React hook which fires a function when the component first mounts. So that means when a user first sees the 404 page in the browser. Now, if you want to learn more about the useEffect hook, definitely check out my series all about React. Remember, the link is down below. I talk about useEffect a lot in that series. But let's first of all now import that over here. So import useEffect, and that is going to come from the React library this time. So that's installed. We can take a look at our package.json and we can see that React is a dependency. So we're just grabbing it from that library. I'm also going to import another hook, and this is called useRoutr, and this is coming from the Next library. So Next and then /router. And this hook right here gives us access to a method that we can use to redirect the user. So that's how we're actually going to do the redirect. Now, this useEffect hook, this is what we're going to use first of all. useEffect, like so. And inside this, we pass in a function as an argument. And like I said, this is going to fire this function when the component first mounts, when we first see it in the browser. As a second argument, I'm going to pass in an empty array. This is the dependency array. And what this does when it's empty is say, look, only fire this function once when the component first mounts and not again if any state changes. So we just now fire this function once. And I'm just going to log a message to the console so you can see this in action. I'll say useEffect ran, save it, and then we're going to open up the console over here and refresh. And we can see useEffect ran. So we see that when we first get on the page. So it's at this point that I want to start some kind of timer for 3 seconds. And then after 3 seconds, I want to redirect the user. So to do this, we're going to be using the setTimeout method in JavaScript. SetTimeout takes in a function as an argument, which is going to fire after a certain amount of time. Now, the second argument after the function is the amount of time we want to wait before we fire the function, and that is milliseconds. So 3000 milliseconds or 3 seconds. And right here, this is where we want to redirect the user. To do that, we need this useRoutr hook. So first of all, I'm going to initialize that hook and store the result from that hook inside a variable. So const, and we'll call it router, set it equal to useRoutr like so. So this returns to us a router object, which contains a method that we can use to redirect the user. Now, first of all, it contains these methods, router.go, and this method allows us to go back and forth through the history. So for example, -1 would take them back through history. It would be a bit like pressing this button up here. A plus integer would take them forward. So if we say 1, then it's a bit like clicking this button right here. Now, I don't want to do that. I want to instead use a different method that's going to redirect them to the homepage, because I don't know whether they've just come from the homepage or not, so I can't really just go back. So what I'm going to do is say router and then .push, and then we say the route that we want to redirect them to, which in our case is just /. That means redirect them to the homepage. So now if I refresh over here, and then I'm going to try going to some URL that doesn't exist, press enter, and we stay on this page for a few seconds. After 3 seconds, it redirects us to the homepage. Awesome.